The woman takes that chance to shove the man into the room and slam the door.
Sorry about that. He won't
What?
bother us anymore.
Huh? I don't get it. Was that another writer? Also, why are you so purple, man? There's just so many questions. I cannot deal. Okay, should I read that? I think she said that already, right? I don't need to read that. The sound of her voice vibrates all the way into your skull. It's her. But who is her? She's the one who's been doing this to you. Who's been stopping you from going back to visit your friends. Who's been manipulating you, just like Duck Scratch did.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad. At least I hope I'm not. By the way, unmute me if you haven't bothered to already.
Well, I haven't muted you, but your voice is really low. Actually, I can barely hear you.
The music in this section rules.
Is it because you made it?
Besides, voiceover in RenP is extremely annoying.
This is definitely one of the writers or the developers, I guess.
Did you know you have to save every line as a different .ogg file? I didn't even know what a .ogg file was until our programmer explained it to me.
Yeah, it's a pain, but I feel like that makes sense.
Actually, wow, this is a huge pain in the ass. Let's go back to text only.
Okay, sure, if that's what you're comfortable with. That's better. You're falling to pieces. Every part of your body is literally sliding apart and falling into the others. It's just like being hit by the house juju. Your corporeal form is not meant for this much meta-narrative bullshit. You just aren't made for it. Come on, you're fine. I don't get it. Is this the person that's talking? Okay. She paps you on the cheek and suddenly it's true. You're fine. She made it so. She must be magic. Not quite. Get up, King. You do, slowly. For some inexplicable reason, you are more scared of her than you've been of Ultimate Dirk, or of Duck Scratch, or anyone else. You have a feeling that she might be the real danger here. Yeah, she could unwrite you from this story. She laughs. It's not a villainous laugh, but it's not exactly a nice one either. I guess that's fair. I'm definitely not a hero. Or maybe I am a hero, and the dude I just shoved into the cupboard with the wolf head is the real villain. Or it's the other way around and evil has triumphed? You tell her that you don't remember her from the comment you read. Yeah, you wouldn't. Don't worry about it. You could call me the director, and you're right. All of this is my fault. Okay, you're the head director of this game, I suppose. All of this? Yeah, I'm the reason you couldn't reach your friends, and I'm the reason your memories got wiped. What? Why? Why would she do that? Because I wanted to try something, and it wouldn't have worked if you hadn't gone in with an open mind. Could you really have made friends with any of these kids if you'd known what they had waiting for them at the end of the line? Your snap response is an overwhelming yes. Of course you would. You can make friends with anyone. But you know deep down that it isn't true. Could you really have looked John in the eye if you'd seen him get warned by a video game monster and then lose his virginity in the back of his dad's car before literally dying? I feel like that was information I did not need to know. Could you have talked to Jade like a normal person? If you knew she was going to grow up to be a half-dog goddess, could you have resisted throwing Rose and Kanai together the first chance you got? You're not wrong there. Could you have even handled becoming friends with Equius, the Peta, or Fairy, knowing what was coming for them? God, could you have stood to be in the same room as Gamzee or Eridan? No, probably not. Right? Making friends with people when we know how their story ends isn't something we're equipped to do. It's like meeting a celebrity. Hard to be normal. You tell the director that you don't think any of this is very normal. She laughs. Yeah, you're smart. That's why I like you, MSP reader. Who? That's not your name. Your name is... Hey, come on. Leave something for the sequel. Are you telling me you're gonna tell me their name in the sequel? The truth is, I use you. And I'm sorry for that. But I'm also not sorry. Because these kids were born to suffer. That's what they're for. I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. Destiny wrapped its thick, inky tentacles around them and pulled them into a story without happy endings. But you changed that. You gave them a chance to grow up. Wait, you did that? But you remember the other story. The real story. The one that just ended with everything falling to shit? Are you saying all of that didn't happen? No, it happened. Well, it didn't actually happen because none of this is happening. Creators all the way down and such like. But you made this story, and nobody can take that away from you. Oh my gosh, shut up. I can't handle this anymore. Too many people breaking their way into the narrative. God, no decency at all. The director looks for the first time, just a little bit worried. She covers it up quickly, however, and regains her placid stance of neutral indifference. Want a real villain? This guy right here. This is so fucking stupid, even for all of you. I'm aware of that. How dare you? You're gonna lecture me on audacity? Come on, man. You're not even real. And yet you keep talking to me. Wow, you feel like you shouldn't be here for this? Possibly? You always feel some kind of awkward when authority figures fight? I'm not here for her. I'm here for you. We weren't done talking. Then why did you cut the damn UI in half? I got a little overzealous. It happens. Sorry about that, by the way. You shrug. Whatever. You've had worse. Still, you don't feel very well disposed toward this guy at this point, knowing all the garbage he's done and will probably keep doing. Although you aren't sure if the director is any better. I'm much better than him.
See? See what I can do? Can Dirk Strider do this? Can he talk with an actual human voice?
Don't say it into existence. It's probably gonna happen. Get fucked. Well, for now, I will be his voice. See? Come on, you're at least a little happy to see me. Stop flexing at me. I have a wife? For a man so devoted to swords, don't you think it's going against your character to have such enormous guns? What, these? Oh, they're not mine, just an artifact of the medium. I say thanks, but I feel like you all got more out of it than me. Stop flirting with my audience, you anime-ass motherfucker! Hey, you're in charge. I wouldn't look like this if you didn't want me to. That's true. I actually let the artists have a lot of creative license. You shouldn't have. You should have stopped them. Nice evasion. Shut the fuck up. Okay, this bullshit doesn't matter. What does matter is that you... He directs his anime gaze back at you. This isn't just about Dirk anymore. You're zapping around and ruining everything. I seriously can't even begin to unravel the other saccharine shitpile you've created. You've absolutely decimated everyone's character, arcs, and motivation. Seriously. Erden got a gender arc? Come on, man. Okay, this is such cheating, though. You're like, you made all the story, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you don't really serious about that? We weren't. There is actually plenty of seeding for that storyline in the comic proper. Erden's relationship to femininity is really... Do you realize what you've done here? You've completely stolen their destinies from them. You guess you did, but now they've got a chance to be actual teenagers and grow up in a world that isn't trying to murder them constantly. Well, Alternia is still doing that, but at least they won't be in a hostile video game environment. You've ruined them. But they're happy. Happy people don't get stories told about them. That isn't true. That can't be true. You look to the director for help. Surely she knows what to say. After all, did this happen on her watch? She isn't looking at you. She's looking at the ground. She knew what she was doing the whole time. She knew how it would have to shake out. When were you planning to tell them? I was getting there. She knows that. The prince knows what he's talking about. Nobody has thought more about causation and narrative flow than he has. Why did the text change? Fuck, you shake your head. For a second there, it felt like things got a little screwy. Hey! She claps her hands in Ultimate Dirk's face. Cut that shit out, leave them alone. There's too many people talking in here. Then stop wasting my time. She sighs. Fine. She appears to gather herself, folding her hands in front of her like she is about to recite a poem. This has been a really interesting experiment, and I'm glad we got to do it. I've definitely learned a lot. But look, I need you to go back and give that beta to John, because without that, they never played the game. The story never gets told. You never read the story. You were never here. Wait, isn't this just another timeline? A Doom timeline? Or whatever the fuck? Yeah, that's what I thought. The director shakes her head. No, it's a retcon. What you'd be doing here would be turning the Alpha timeline into a Doom timeline. And since the story has technically ended, and started again, and then ended, and then started again so many times, switching tracks at this point would corrupt it beyond recognition. You would cause a paradox so catastrophic that it will literally tear the multiverse apart. You mean, like the Scratch? Worse than the Scratch. This would be the Blackout. Utter ruin. But wait, you already do the beta in the goddamn sewer? Shouldn't this have already happened? This utter ruin? No, because you still have the power to go back and change it. If you decide not to act, then we have to worry. You look back and forth between Ultimate Dirk and a director trying to find a way out. Some indication that they're fucking with you? They don't seem to like each other much, but they do appear to be joined in their insistence that this utter ruin bullshit is going to happen unless you... Betray all your friends? Unravel everything you did here? What's the point of doing any of this if you're always just going to have to lose it all in the end? The director shrugs. What's the point of doing anything? What's the point of living if we know that it's going to end in death? Why do we open a book if we know we'll have to close it? Yeah, that's what you're asking. You don't just want more questions, goddammit. I'm sorry. I don't have any answers for you. Just an option screen. Excuse me? Well... Obviously, the right choice is to not betray my friends, I believe anyway. So I will go with this one to see where it leads us. Fine. You know what? Fuck both of you. You'll do it, but also fuck you. That's fair. Thanks for being reasonable. Get out of my video game! I don't think I will. I'm gonna stick around and watch everything you try to do here get flushed down the toilet of bad spin-offs. The director takes a step towards him. They aren't fighting exactly, but they're doing something. You have the distinct impression of two people fighting over a pen, or elbowing each other out of the way in order to type at a keyboard. You are feeling a little dizzy again. Andrew Hussey would never do this to me. You don't know that. The director takes a long, tired breath. Yeah, me too. Sorry about that. Where were we? You turn away from her. You don't want to talk to her anymore. You just want to get this over with. I get that. I'll let you be alone. I'm sorry, kid. The director fades slowly until it's like she was never there at all. But the horror, the bit of ice that's opened up in your belly, that's still there. And it will never go away. Once you consign all your friends to a hero's journey full of pain and heartache, what will happen to you? Will you just vanish? Will whatever iteration of you that was created for this story just cease to be? When the book is closed, what will you be? Zap, I will be nothing. Because I came from nothing probably. The mailbox is here. It's all full. The little flappy dealie is up and everything. With difficulty, you pull the bait out, scattering the rest of the mail across the yard. Fuck you, bills and coupon books, get a job. Up in the house, you see a friendly face looking down at you. You take a deep breath. Why are there so many choices in this one? Jesus Christ. Wait, is that like make a choice? Strange. It's not actually a choice, is it? Wait, hold the fucking phone. Who's in charge of this story? Not Ultimate Dirk, not that director, and certainly not the guy who got shoved into a room with a wolf head. It's you. It's always been you. Why are you just doing what they told you to do? There has to be a third option. There's always a third option. No, it's not always. It comes sometimes, but usually there's two options. When the scratch happened, everything should have been erased. Everything was erased. Except it wasn't. Because someone intervened. Jade drew all of her friends close to her and kept them safe. She saved them. The first time you tried to bring Jade with you when you teleported, Beck didn't let you. But then later, he did. Jade told you that he'd been just acting like a normal dog. Jade told you that Godcat had just been acting like a good little kitty. Almost like their powers were gone. You pace in a quick circle. Then you hear Dad's car pulling up from behind, and you zap out of there before you can get caught again. Zap. You've still got the beta clutch in your hand, but you're alone on Dave's roof underneath the blazing Houston sun. Nobody is going to bother you up here. There's something that's teasing just at the edge of your understanding, and if you could only reach it. You need help. You need someone who knows about weird shit. Like a lock clicking in your brain. You understand what you have to do. Zap. Oh, it's you. How's it going? You look a little tired. You ask Aradia if she's been watching recently, if she knows what's been going down in your part of the neighborhood. She shakes her head. I lost track of you when you hop universes. I'm about to try to get myself out of canon for good, and it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. So I've been trying to conserve my energy. Oh, right. Yeah, you know about that. She raises an eyebrow. Don't worry about that, actually. You know some lore, is all. You might have seen what's going to happen to Aradia next. Actually, she doesn't have too much to worry about. She and Solix are fine. Actually, they're probably more fine than almost everyone else. That's good to know, I guess. So did you figure out what was going on with your friend's situation? Yeah, you tell Aradia what's been going on with your friend's situation. Wow. Yeah. And you're gonna do it? You're gonna erase this timeline? Because if you are dead, no offense, I might head out of canon a little early. That's just the thing. You think you might have a plan? Oh? You tell her the plan. You want to fill me in on that plan as well? Does she think it'll work? A slow, brilliant smile paints a sunrise across her face. I have no idea, but I love to watch. Zap. The green sun. Oh, hold up. The green sun spreads out below you like a giant radioactive gumball that absolutely wants to tear you into a million greasy pieces. You can feel it tugging at all your organs, twisting up all the words inside you, making a mess of the themes, dragging motifs scraping to the surface. This is the single largest source of raw narrative mass in the multiverse, and it should be killing you. Do you actually need me to do anything? You sort of just want her to vibe here with you in case you die? You don't want to die alone. That's fair. Hey, if you die, I'll pick up your bones for you. Thanks, Aradia. She smiles. See you on the other side, you say? You're not sure who you're talking to. You're guessing this is gotta be pretty bad. Zap. Why is it gonna be bad? What are you doing? It's not bad. It's not pain exactly, because when you are inside the green sun, you don't think you have nerve endings anymore. You're just a consciousness floating in the miasma of causation. You aren't sure how this is supposed to work. Should you maybe start thinking about your friends like you are in the animes, drawing strength from the power of your social links? You think about John and Rose and your good friend Dave. Fuck, ouch, thinking too much hurts. You aren't going to be able to count on anime cliches for this one, you guess. So you don't think about your friends. For once, you think about yourself. The impossibility that is you, protagonist, reader, carrier of the story. Maybe not every story, but this one. You have been erased so many times. You look across the rise and fall of this story and see just how many mistakes you've made. All the times you've broken your friends' trust, or betrayed them, or hell, even killed them. You reach across to all of those yous, your what-ifs, your do-overs. You let the blazing energy overtake you. You open yourself up, and everything goes. Maybe I turn myself into the ultimate reader. Green. And you better be on your best behavior, orphaner. If this partnership is gonna work out, forget this guy, Friska. We can do this ourselves. Could y'all at least give a guy a chance to respond to a couple of... What's that? Pounce, come here, kitty kitty. I'm home. The pet of this cave is far too small for someone with a height as strong as mine. Pounce? Acquiesce, what's that? I don't know, it's my energy reaching out across every universe apparently. Anyway, that's why I don't eat corn dogs anymore. What the fuck? Yeah, I know, what the fuck? Is this a normal future thing? Earthquakes and shit? I guess that's a normal whenever thing, but we don't get many of them in Houston. I don't think that's an earthquake. Autoresponder? No seismic activity detected in the area. So you're telling me I wrote this? In another history? Yes, as far as I'm aware. Incredible. It's very boring. I think it's brilliant. I mean... So I'm just exploring everything, every place I've been to, all the friends I've made. The green sun pulses around your slowly collapsing being, and as you feel it subsume you, you feel yourself unspooling, swallow in light. You think of how you came to be here, where you are right now, and the choices you made along that path. What are the odds that the you that prevail is this one? It's probably something that could be mapped out, but you're too busy eating the fucking sun with your whole body to figure it out. Instead, you sink into the feeling of connections that hold you together. The bonds you created are threaded through your arms and your belly and your heart. Your body is nothing, consumed by flame, and yet you feel yourself start to become. Zap. The mail goes in the box. Okay, get ready. This is the best part of the movie. All the classic memes come from this part. John, every part of this movie is hot trash. It's not that bad. I want to see the guy put the bunny back in the box. This movie is so bad that the drones are approaching your neighborhood. It's too late for the human race. Darkness sees at this timeline, and in the distance you hear what might be cracks, splinters through space-time. Reality is compressing and falling apart around you in a cacophony of breaking glass. All of your friends, all of their dreams render away to nothing, all of it unraveling. No. It's in the same text as the Homestuck logo, isn't it? No. It doesn't disappear. I don't let it. Is that me? Did I turn into Duck Scratch? Because I swear to God. I'm buried in this story, but I am also inside the story. So I gather it up, and I keep it close to me. And as soon as I remove it from causation, it's like it never happened. I take the timeline, and I lock it away. That's what it is. It is a locked timeline, and I am its guardian. Its first guardian. What does it mean, reader? I swear to God, you turn into Duck Scratch. I will go crazy. Not sure if that was like the canon ending or whatever, but since we still have some choices to go through, let's try them, I guess. Okay, the game just crashed. Not sure what that means. Huh. The game closed again. So I don't think that was actually the game crashing. I think that's a little subtle hint that you're not allowed to not betray your friends. I don't know, I guess. Let's try to explore this other option. That might actually be just the ending that you're supposed to get. Why can't I click on this? Is it the same thing? Excruciating. Ignore this bullshit. It's the same thing. I clicked a different choice. It's literally the same thing. Seriously? What if I skip all this? It's the same thing! So there's only... This is the only choice then, right? Because everything leads to this one. And then you go here. And if you click on the adult thing, it will crash. Well, not crash. I guess the game closes technically. So you have to betray your friends! And this wasn't even a choice, because it was a fake out, basically. Like I'd throw it. What? The game keeps crashing on me. Is this normal? Okay, let's try this again, see what happens, I suppose. Because I definitely clicked this and it went ahead with the thing. If I click this, it closes again. I don't think that's a bug, right? It's gotta be on purpose. Wait, what? Wait, hold the fucking phone. Wait, so I clicked on you this time. So what happened? Is the game bugged out? I'm so confuzzled. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's supposed to go like this. Well, I think this is the only way it can end. God, that's frustrating. I'm not sure if those were intentional or the game is kind of... What? There's a lot of stuff happening here. You're gonna have to befriend me. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you, Dirk. Director's cut. You learned the wrong way to spell afterward. After whatever. No quitters here. You were determined not to betray your friends. You also smashed the shit out of that fast forward button. How do you know that? What does that mean? So that was on purpose then, right? Because the option where you don't betray your friends closes the game. So they must have expected you to try that, right? So like, you betrayed and you redo the whole thing and fast forward to the part where you don't betray them? Makes me feel like it's intentional, but I'm missing something though. What is this? Savior of the waking world. You rescue your friends from a very long day. Did I? What is that from? Huh, okay, I think I'm missing something, so I'm gonna try to get this one. See if I can get it. Oh, I think that's the thing that I didn't click. So, the other time I must have clicked on the reader then, okay. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart. As if grazing the hollow of a cut, reed, or say a plundered mailbox, a familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. You have a feeling it's gonna be a long day. Okay. That is strange. Okay, so that was the one I missed. The note desolation plays. You have a feeling it's gonna be a long day. What the heck does any of this mean? There are 5, I suppose, endings you could get in this one. So the one where you befriend Dirk, which is just like the typical friending thing you do in every volume. And then director's cut, breaking the fourth wall, I suppose. And then this whole thing, not technically betraying your friends, but the game closes when you try to choose that option. And then this one, I think, is just letting things play out, so the canon timeline returns. And then this one, rescue your friends from a very long day. So the reader took the game, threw themselves into the green sun. I'm not sure what that means. They rescue their friends from a very long day? So they didn't play the game then. Because the whole long day thing is the game itself. So I don't know what this means. Oh my god. Well, I don't know, guys. That's it. 14 volumes of Pesterquest done. Let me know your thoughts on what the heck is going on with this volume. It doesn't really seem like there was actually a choice, because things have to happen the way they happen. Because every time you try to go against the narrative, it kind of like pushes back at you. So I guess now that we know that that weird T-posing thing was the director of the game, and it kind of made it seem like basically none of this mattered because this is the alpha timeline. It has to go back to the way it was meant to be. That's that on that. But we were like, no thank you, we're changing that. And I don't know if it worked or not. But yeah, in any case, that's that. I don't know what's next. Maybe Hiveswap Act 2, maybe something else. But for now, that is it for Pesterquest. We made so many friends and it seems like none of it mattered, but I don't know. Let me know what you thought. Let me know your favorite parts, least favorite parts, and your thoughts on what the hell any of this means. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys think. So thanks for watching this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.